Hello folks, and welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. So much for Storm Bert. I was expecting all sorts, but nothing much has come of it. I hope everybody has survived Storm Bert alright. Anyway, before I crack on, I want to show you something. I'll just quickly spin you around. Right, so as you can see there, not much cloud, not much wind, but it's a storm apparently. Anyway, that's not why I wanted to start filming here. Have you noticed anything in the sky, folks? I mean, I should have tried to get my camera out earlier because they've all dissipated now, got bigger. But can you see there? That is typical, that is the perfect example of little fluffy clouds. There's a plane just going across, and I don't care what anybody says that you know, they say, oh well, it's always done that. It hasn't. I've never used to see planes going round in the sky doing crisscross patterns and stuff. And look at that one there. That started off like one of them, and it just spreads and spreads and creates cloud, just what they want. Now it's I don't know, I'm going to make a cuppa and I'll talk about it then. See you in a bit.
Hey, it's Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. Still cracking on, get the kettle on, and all that kind of ting. See you in a bit.
There you go folks, cuppa time. Now you're probably wondering how I'm wearing different clothes, because I made that little clip yesterday. By the time I'd finished recording that, it got a bit dark, so I'm here today. It's Sunday today. There's still no sign of Storm Bert, as they call it. Anyway, I just have a quick slurp of this, folks. I was over here yesterday. I made that little intro bit yesterday, and I was talking about little fluffy clouds. Manipulation. We're being manipulated, folks. I'm telling you. Now I got a video. I was sent a clip of one of my mates, Lee. You sent us a video about little fluffy clouds, and it was very interesting. I knew I was right all along. Where's me cuppa? Aye, very interesting. Months ago, folks, I was talking about clouds and how it's funny how this year we haven't been able to grow very good vegetables and stuff because of the weather. Now this video that I was sent. Now I uploaded this video last night, and within 2 hours it was removed from YouTube because of medical misinformation. So I've just had to edit it a little bit and take out the misinformation. But for those of you who did see the video, you know I was telling the truth. Anyway, crack on with the rest of the video. Anyway, that's enough of that. I could talk about that for hours, but I'm not going to, because it's 1:30 now and I want to get on. I want to crack on with doing some jobs. In fact, I'll put my hat on. There you go. Dave doing Dave things. Now, somewhat Grumpy Poo, he says I should take out the H in the things. So it's Dave doing Dave Tings. Good idea. I'll look for me Sharpie later on and scribble it out. I brought a battery over as well for me clock. So that's the right time, folks. 20 to 2. And this is a good clock. It glows in the dark. So I'll put that up somewhere later on. So I've always got the right time. Oh, I'll stick my light on as well. There you are. Yeah, that's a bit, but not that I need it on at the minute, like it's still quite light outside. But I also brought me this other light over. if it's going to turn on. Yep, there it is. I've got this other light. Watch this. Woo! You'll probably not be able to see properly in the light, but I'll put it on later on in the dark. Like a disco it is. Woo! Look at that. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, I'll put that on in the dark later on, because it's better in the dark. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's like Steve says, let's find out what Dave's going to do today. Well, I don't know. I'll mess about. I thought I'd turn that off. I'll have a mess about outside doing something. The ground's soaking wet, so I'll not be doing anything on there. But I have got an idea that I'll tell you about, which is about gardening. So that should be interesting. And after my cuppa, and after I've had a little ponder of what I'm going to do today, I'll get back onto yous. So I'll see yous in a bit. Cheers! Right, well, I've finished my cuppa now and I've pondered what to do today. But before I do crack on, see, here's another bit that needs censored. So I'll just crack on. See yous in a bit. And also going on to the point of things not growing very well. Now, is it worth having an allotment these days? Because I got my renting thing from the council the other day, and my allotment is now £170 a year. £175, sorry. Now that is a disgrace. The price of everything is going up, and especially when we don't get anything back off the council. I mean, we used to get skips and all sorts of stuff, but we don't get anything now. At £175 each. They're making a fortune. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll spin you around and I'll show you what I might do today. Right, I'll spin you around. Yeah, it's a little bit windy today, but it's nothing compared to what they were talking about, 70-mile-an-hour gusts and all that. So I think we've got away with it really, folks. It was freezing cold last week. So we had some snow all week. It was bitter cold. It got to -2 like at night, which is freezing. But as you can see today, the water isn't frozen. You've got to make sure there's plenty of even just water for the birds, and there's plenty of water there all over the plot. Anyway, I was looking here, the dahlias have finished off now, so I'll cut the rest of these back. And as I was looking, if you can see there's some signs of the daffodils coming up. Can you see? I'll show you that later on anyway. So I'm going to tidy up around here. I also have got some bottle top, beer bottle top things, like I made me sign out of. I think I've got some spare ones somewhere, so I might finish off my sign, make it Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting underneath. I'll crack on. I'll do a little bit of tidying up today, and then I might even get this net down now as well, because it looks like the cabbages are finished. There's only the kale, and that'll withstand pigeons, I suppose. I don't think they eat kale. Anyway, it's far too wet to go onto the ground. The artichoke's loving it though. I might as well show you around while it's still light. The leeks seem to have had a bit of a battering of something, but they're still standing, they're still doing alright. But I'll show you under here. As you can see, the cabbages, oh wait there, the cabbages have finished now. They're still, I mean, you can still eat them, but the, what do you call it, have all flowered as well, broccoli. So I've got a plan I've got a plan for something to do with these, which I'll tell you about later. I would have done it actually today, but like I say, the ground's too wet, so I'm not going to bother. So I'll just crack on with what I'm going to do, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, I've just been busy there making a new sign, but I've run out of bottle tops. I need a few more. Oh, what a pity, I'm going to have to get some beer and drink it. I've run out, but it's looking good there. Obviously I need the A and the N to go there, so that's what. I'll just do a quick calculation here, folks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need another 16, I think, and that'll be the sign finished. But while I'm here, I'm going to do a little bit tidying up. It's there's loads of leaves on the grass, well, on the astroturf. I want to get them. I've been cutting down these dahlias, so they're all down now, ready for the winter, going to sleep and all that. I've noticed this everlasting sweet peas started to grow again, so I'll just leave it for now, see what happens. But if you can see there, looks like the daffodils are starting to come up. See there? Signs of spring, folks, signs of spring. So what I'm going to do, just to give them a little bit more protection, is get all these leaves up, put them on the bed, give them a nice little quilt for over the winter, and hopefully they'll pick up next spring. Just noticed these leeks here, look at that. Whoops, I forgot to plant them out. So like I say, I'm just going to tidy this bit up today, see how far I get, and all that kind of thing. I might as well, can you see, look at all of the weeds grew in that bed there. I might take the weeds out of there as well, and we'll see how far we get. Just noticed something over there, folks. What's that? Something's been digging in the soil. Let's have a look. Let's investigate. If I can get past this. It's definitely something's been there, like. Oh, I'm gonna trip over in a minute. Strange. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. It's going to get dark soon. See you in a bit. Well, it's 4:45 now. It's starting to get dark, so I better show you around before it does get too dark for you to see. I just wait. Blah blah blah. Whoops. Hello, folks. Whoa. It's not the start of the video, Dave. I'll start again. Right, folks, it's getting on to 4:45 now. I'll quickly show you around before it gets too dark. I'll spin you around. Yeah, it's starting to get dark now, folks, so I'll just start off in the wildlife area anyway. Noticed here the crocosmia is still alive. Now, here's a little tip for you folks. At this time of year, things are going to start hibernating. So I know people like to have a tidy garden and stuff like that, but just leave it until the spring. All these things will die off. There might be something hibernating in amongst it all, and you don't want to disturb anything like a hedgehog or anything like that. So just hold back, folks. Think of nature. And that's one of the reasons why I always used to leave this bit overgrown until the spring. But it had to be tidied up. Hopefully the wildlife will find somewhere else to hibernate. Because like I say, I don't want to disturb the hedgehogs and that at this time of year. They will be hibernating now. I've got a feeling that they'll be in amongst all this somewhere. So I'm just leaving it. And this pile here, I'll just leave that as well, because that's another pile where something could be hibernating underneath. Gotta look after nature, folks, because they'll look after you. Apart from the squirrels and the rats and all that, like they just eat everything. I'm going to leave that net on for now. I have got a plan for the old cabbages and that though. I'll show you that in a minute. I've just been doing a bit tidying up round here today. Jem's in his allotment there with his music on, if you're wondering where the music's coming from. So I've just tidied up round here. Looks a lot tidier there now, doesn't it, folks? There. I found these. They were in a skip. Little Christmas things. So I've put them up there for now. I've got a couple more. I'll do it later. But I just need to get a few more bits for there. For the A and the N. And that'll be my new sign. Looks quite good up there, doesn't it? So anyway, I've took all of the leaves out, took them up and put them on here. Give the daffodils a little bit of protection, because no doubt it will start getting a lot colder. This is the time of year where this vampire bamboo will start turning red, which will look nice. I've also dug this bit over today as well, got all of the weeds out. I've just covered it over with that plastic so it's it'll stay like that until I'm using it. But I have got a plan. Like I say, I'm going to be using the greens that are no good anymore, and I've got a plan which I'll tell you about in the shed because it's interesting. Aye, that's about it there. Oh, look at that. The last rose of 2024. Tiny. I don't think that's going to come to anything, but it's still there. Annie's rose blooming nicely as it always does. That goes all the way through the year, folks. Jem's listening to some breakdance music there. Cool. Give me some juice. 10 points. Who knows who sang that song? Juice. If you are into rap and all that, you should know. But anyway, old school. So aye, folks, it's starting to get dark now. It is quite mild today compared to last week when it was -2. Couldn't do anything. But hopefully we'll not have any more of Storm Bert. Hey Bert, when is it, Ernie? Hey, that was a kind of good impression of Bert and Ernie there, wasn't it? I don't know why I'm showing you this, folks. I haven't done anything in the greenhouse. Everything's just dying off. I've got some leaves on the ground there. Everything will be sorted. I need to tidy up that bit next. But that can be done in the bleak midwinter, when it's absolutely freezing and there's absolutely nothing you can do outside. But I, Storm Bert, hey Bert, when is it, Ernie? Yeah, quite chuffed with that. Right, I'll go and get the kettle on and I'll sit down in the shed and we'll have a bit of a banter. Right, see you in a bit. Well, folks, haha, you can't even see us. Right, give us a second, I'll just put the light on. There you go, that's a bit better. Dim that a little bit. I'll put this light on as well. There you go, folks, that's a bit better, isn't it? Look at that. Woo, disco lights. Anyway, I don't want it on disco lights, I want it on bright lights. It's got all sorts of different colours. Green. Don't make me angry, because you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da. Yellow. And it was all yellow. Blue is the colour. Right, just turn to normal. Right, is that better? There. Brighten it up a bit. Well, that's a bit better, folks, anyway. I'm just about done. Too many things around. Oh, can you see the clock? Hey, what time is it? It's 5 to 4. So it's going to be pitch black soon. But as I was saying earlier on, I've got a plan for them old cabbages and that bed that I've just cleared out the other day. And that's because of this. this little handy little book. Now I was going through the books up there. I've kept these for years. They were my allotment neighbour years ago, John. He was a champion grower. He chrysanthemums and all that, but he also used to grow good veg as well. And here's a little handy tip for yous. I'll get into the light so I can see. It's hard to read his writing as well. But this is about sowing onions, folks, and it's interesting. So let's see if I can get through it. Right. Sow onions in mid-December, about the 17th. And then prick out at the loop stage. So plant them in the 17th of December and prick them out at the loop stage. Leave the seed head on and let it rot off by itself. And then by February the 10th, oh, it's really hard to read this. Like I'm gonna have to get my torch out, folks. Right, that's better. February the 10th, put the second pipe on about 3 inches high. February the 20th, third pipe on about 4 inches high. Roots not at the bottom of the pot yet. 1st of March, dress with 2 ounces of square yard of sulphate of potash, 2 ounces of superphosphate, and then the 3rd of March, put cover over after adding the fertiliser. Oh, did you hear what I said? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. And then put the roots out. When the roots are starting to reach the bottom of the pot, prepare to plant out around the 27th of April and harvest by the 26th of April. Harvest by the 26th of September, sorry. Oh, I said the 26th of September, sorry. Haha. Yeah, but that's interesting, and the reason why I'm keeping them cabbages for a reason is because of this. Onion bed preparation. So, you dig a trench 12 inches deep. First, put 6 inches of greens in the bottom, which will be the cabbages and the broccoli and stuff like that. Second, put 4 inches of soil on top. Third, place manure on top of that. Then cover with soil. Fifth, sprinkle 5 ounces of bone meal to the square yard and 5 ounces of sulphate of potash. And then put manure on top again. And then place 4 inches of soil on top of that. And then spread basic slag 4 ounces to the square yard. Basic slag. How rude, matron. And then you leave to winter. Put the covers over in the middle of January to warm up the soil for April. So there you go. If you follow that handy advice from years ago, then you should be all right with your onions. So I'll read that out again. First, dig a trench 12 inches deep. Put 6 inches greens in the bottom. And then put 4 inches of soil on top. Then place some manure on top of that. Then cover with soil. Sprinkle 5 ounces of bone meal and sulphate of potash to the square yard. And then 1 inch of manure on top of that. Again, place 4 inches of soil on top of that. Spread basic slag 4 ounces to the square yard. Leave to overwinter. Put the covers over middle of January to warm up the soil for April. So there you go. Handy little tip there. And I will be trying that. Maybe it's next time I'm here. If the weather stays fine. So, when I was looking for them bottle cap things to make me sign, I found a few other things. Got me mates here. Aha! You're watching Dave's Allotment, Garden and Ting. Aha! And I'm the Queen. Hello, I'm Freddie Mercury. Hello, folks, and welcome to Dave's Allotment, Garden and Ting. Hey-oh. What shall I watch? I know I'll watch Dave's Allotment, Garden and Ting on YouTube. Yeah. Hey, you didn't think it was me all along, did you? So I'll just set you up in another place and I'll finish on a little song, as I always do. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Right, folks, that's me done now. I've had enough. I've done what I wanted to do today, and that's tidy up and all that kind of thing, while the weather's fine. Luckily it has been fine, like, otherwise it wouldn't have been any videos today. But anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. Really does mean a lot. Can you see me clock? It glows in the dark, folks. I don't know, well, I'll test it out after I've sung me little songs for the day. And I'll finish me cup as well. Aye, so we're being manipulated, folks. And here's another little bit that's been censored. So forget freedom of speech nowadays, folks. Anyway, that's enough doom and gloom. I'll end on a few songs. I've been learning another Johnny Cash number. It's a bit tricky. A boy named Sue. I'll show you how far I've got so far. The hardest part is doing the, like, that's guitar, like cowboy style guitars, really hard. Carl Perkins, I think, was Johnny Cash's guitarist. Anyway, this is a little bit of A Boy Named Sue. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much. Come on me, just this old guitar and empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was when he left, he went and made me Sue. And that's as far as I've got, because it's hard to learn them words, like. So I'll be doing that in the winter, learning more songs. He has another song. I did this last week, but I'll do it again. I was going to bring me classical guitar over, because it's much easier to play finger picking style on the classical guitar, but I didn't. I've just left this here. I would love to bring me electric guitar over as well. I'm trying to get a little amp, battery powered like amp from somewhere, and I'll be able to bring me electric guitar over then and do some proper metal. This is Enter Sand. No, it's not Enter Sandman. I was going to play that next, because someone says on the comments that they were busy learning that, so keep going, keep doing it. Here's, what is it? Nothing Else Matters. Again. Hey, so close no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart, forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. trust I seek and I find in you. Every day borrow something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never care for what they know. Never care for what they show. But I know. Oh. Like I say, one day I'll bring me electric guitar over, hopefully, and I'll do some proper guitar. Here's Enter Sandman. I skipped to the bit. Here I go again, trying to do git solos. Say your prayers, little one, don't forget my son, to include everyone. I took you in from within, keep you free from sin, till the Sandman comes. Sleep with one eye open, keeping your pillow tight, exit light. Rock to Never Neverland. Oh yeah. Right. That's it. If you're still here, well done. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the next one, folks. Hopefully the weather will stay clement and we'll be alright. No more storm Berts. Bert, hey Bert, hey Bert, hey Bert, hey Bert. Come outside, Ernie. I can't do it anymore. Right. I'll switch these lights off and hopefully you'll be able to see. In fact, I'll give it a bit of a boost with my torch. Just boost up the old glow in the dark things. Right, that should be enough. So, folks, till the next time, take care and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again for commenting, liking and subscribing. And if you haven't already, please do. Cheers. See yous. Oh, you can't see that. Never mind. See you later, folks. Bye. I'm waving. Wait there. What? Get out. See you later, folks. I'll leave you on a bit disco. Why have they changed? There. Catch you later, folks. I forgot I was filming there for a second. Take care. Bye now.